You know I gotta get on the mic when I see Nina's in the house. Got the image wrong here. I'm a fool. There you go.
Should I do this? Oh, it's getting late. I'll go. I don't want to though. In the backseat, you're leaning in so close. I kinda like it though. You drop me off in the darkness. We stand in my doorway. What are we doing? I know. When you take me by the hand, forget about all my fear. But I know that you're a bad idea. Could we keep this a secret that nobody needs to hear? 'Cause I know that
What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the new layout edition?
2 a.m. and we had a couple drinks. See you look at me.
I think it's pretty good.
Now I'm feeling weak. Hands all over me. Am I in too deep? You drop me off in the darkness. We stand in my door.
I like that I photoshopped this photo of the dog while she was like laying and her face was all squished up, so you got some floppage happening on the side of the face. Just beautiful. Oh, there you go. Captions should now be on. Four-year-old baby dog. She's starting out her fifth year of existence by not eating. She's not eaten since her birthday, pretty much. She eats like tiny bits. Yo, there will be prom items added to Animal Crossing soon. That's pretty hype. Oh, Fern, did you hear the dopest Animal Crossing highlight? Over 50 slots are going to now be available for custom designs. That's pretty hype. I know that there were like things that I had to stop myself from having enough stuff. Are the captions working? It doesn't look like it's working on my end. But no, I know I had to like stop some of the designs I had so the concepts I had for my island, because I didn't have enough slots in my custom designs. So it's pretty hype that there's now 50. Can have all the... I had a basketball court. So good. You don't see what, Nina? What are you missing? Oh, the captions. Oh, weird. Okay. Let me see what I can do. The thing I asked you. The thing I asked chat. Do you see this? What are you not seeing? Okay. It's on my end, but yeah, it's not picking it up for some reason. You can hear me though, right? That's a thing. Hello. Oh, I know why. Hello. Captions? Captions? Oh. I think I have captions. Do I have captions? Can I be read instead of heard? The preferable way to consume this channel. I think they should be back on my, as far as anything I can do on my end, it should be back. Cool. Well, I guess it's time to play Control.
I need a little patience, a little separation for my health. I'm really good at waiting, but lately I've been waiting by myself. It sounded good on paper, but that's the reason why I had to leave. Surrounded by this fate,
All right, chat.
I thought it was the air that's hard to breathe. Whoa, I guess I found a reason. Guess I found a reason.
Yo, my caption said, hello, Jack. It said a hello, chat. Hello. Welcome. Ooh, there's a lot. It's a... So basically this game is X-Files, Twin Peaks, kind of trippy, weird blending of the mundane and not the absurd, but just this blending of some interesting things. And so let's see, quick rundown. Main character went through something weird. Oh, hold on. Yeah, supernatural stuff. That's the word I'm looking for. The main character went through a weird event in her hometown of Ordinary. Haha. And this Federal Bureau of Control, these federal agents were there. They dealt with it and they took her brother with them. She went looking for them for the rest of her life. She's been looking for the Federal Bureau of Control since that happened and has not been able to find them until suddenly she notices this giant building in New York City that was never there before, but suddenly she's able to see it now. And she walks in. It's kind of empty. There's no one there. She wanders until she finds this Finnish janitor who leads her to the director's office. And she hears a bang, walks into the director's office. He is dead on the ground, a weird gun at his side. She picks up the gun. She's transported to the astral plane where the board, it's just a being named the board, which is an upside down black pyramid, tells her that if she is deemed worthy, she will now be the director. Maybe Ordinary might be based on boring. And so she suddenly finds herself as the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Again, she has no idea what she's doing here, no idea what's going on here. She walks outside with the gun. Turns out there's this supernatural force called the Hiss that's been taking over people that work here, except for a select few that have these like chest pieces on that are protecting them from the Hiss. and you're slowly just kind of helping those people out, finding them, helping set things back to normal here in the Federal Bureau of Control. They are housed in what they call the oldest house. It's a building that shifts and changes without warning. And the last few things that we've figured out plot wise that are super important are so the event that happened in her hometown. They call them altered world events in this game. This game actually takes place in the same universe as Alan Wake. So it's very, I think it's pointed out in some Easter egg kind of paperwork that what happened in Alan Wake was also an altered world event, which is neat. But the altered world event that happened in Ordinary was Jessie, the main character, there you go, I finally give her name, and her brother Dylan came across a slide projector, wherein each slide opened like a portal to some other place. And sometimes it was a good, normal place. Sometimes it was not a not so good place with very interesting beings coming in and out. One of the things that the slide projector opened her up to was this being called Polaris, which actually... Here's the game screen. Let's get the music to fade out here. Polaris is a being themselves. Don't really know Polaris's intentions necessarily. But this is Polaris. This kind of... I keep forgetting the camera aperture. That doesn't sound right. But yeah, this being has been inside of her head, kind of guiding her throughout this. So she sees it as a friendly being, but you never know with large supernatural beings that live inside our heads. You never really know their true intentions. And so, yeah, our latest thing is we're, again, helping to get the building back under control. So we lifted a lockdown, and we're helping to kickstart production of more of the little chess pieces that help people stay safe from the hiss. For some reason, we are immune. We are stronger than the hiss, I guess. It tried to infect us, I think, at some point in the game, and our character said, no, I don't think so. And so our latest thing is we're going into a Black Rock facility, which is the key ingredient. Black Rock is the key ingredient in creating... hello. In creating the chess pieces. So yeah, like I'm sure that was all very confusing, and that was kind of me just trying to remember exactly what was happening as well. So please let me know if that was weird at all and not helpful. Floating. Oh no, it's not floating. Just kidding, chat. But yeah, as you can see, weird stuff going on here in the oldest house. Floating people. We'll explore these offices before we go talk to our buddy. One of the coolest things about this game is it has an incredible amount of destruction. There's lots of fun stuff going on with that. Let me see. Are these going to explode? I guess not. It's going to fall through the hole I make in the table. Okay, I have to remember how to play. It's been a little bit. But yeah, this is Jessie. Her main goal in coming here is to figure out what happened to her brother. So she doesn't really care about what's going on here, but she's also not... She's a good person. She's not going to let everyone just kind of hang out here and die.
During an AWE investigation, our
This is the head of research.
A light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet. They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream like haze. Inside, they found a door.
We love Casper.
An inverted black just like that, it led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana. Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places, they became in tune to each other. The actual physical location of the Ocean View is a mystery. Stepping beyond its walls has so far proven impossible. A place of power, like the oldest house.
So yeah, there are objects of power and places of power. But yeah, so for example, these photos here. Oh yeah. And on top of everything, the former director who shot himself is kind of still around in some capacity and communicating very not clearly, but communicating with us. And his photo used to be in all these frames, but as soon as we picked up the gun, suddenly our photo was in all these frames. The director was Zachariah Trench, and he had from what we can tell, a contentious relationship with Casper Darling, which was that head of research. There have been several of these bomb shelter-like places throughout this entire facility, so you know that's never a great sign.
I'm glad to see you're still you.
This is head of security.
Medic, what's the damage?
They've each taken a few hits. We need to get them to a surgical station ASAP, but I don't think they're stable enough to move.
Oh yeah? They're gonna have to be. Because we are moving out and I am not leaving them behind. Now do what you need to do.
What's up? What's up, bud? We saw him
Thanks for
down in
bringing
the
down
maintenance center.
Whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth
Oh,
is
this is
harsh,
maintenance. I
but
forgot.
These people seem familiar with death.
The Hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. But Darling's lab is
FBC.
just past Blackrock processing. I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right in the mall. Bad news is, a Hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's great.
Monster.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. But we are just treading water here, and the Hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me.
I don't know
know
what's
me.
happening.
They don't know how I've failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base in Executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
If you have any questions about any plotline stuff, I'll try to help answer that. Anybody. Even people that have been here and still don't really know what's happening, please ask away.
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
Kevin Horowitz, Rupert Lowe. Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to the
Hey,
formation.
remember the deal. You
Secondary
kill a Hiss, I
objective
buy a
was
shot.
not a success.
Bottom shelf
Quarter
only.
supply.
And did you encounter any previously unrecorded event or entity while inside the threshold?
No, nothing. Do you think we should tell them about the mermaid?
Excuse me?
Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with desire. She was so alluring. I'd say she was more enchanting than alluring. Fine, enchanting.
Did you tell your CO about this?
No, because it didn't happen. Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry...
Has it been at least a little... Has there been at least one thread that you could follow I'm curious how it's been from a viewer perspective. I've played this, so I kind of know what's happening. And the first time I really did take my time reading everything, which we'll do a little bit of here to also help save the, or get some of the theme kind of clear. I do something interesting. A lot of this paperwork is redacted in some way, so I will be bleeping out the redactions. Structural analysis. The Atlas. This is by Remedy Entertainment. They made the original Max Payne. They worked on Alan Wake. They worked on a game called Quantum Break. I think they did Max Payne 2 also. Great developers. Summary. The Atlas is a physical expression created by the oldest house. Its purpose and function are currently unknown. The specific shape and dimensions of the Atlas seem to indicate a more explicit purpose than the oldest house's usual walls, floors, or shifts. The Atlas changes form, but resists observation when doing so. No visual observation has been made during its change, and it only ever occurs between frames when monitored by surveillance cameras. A previous theory was that this change corresponds to the house shifts, and that the Atlas is a bit of the itself. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as the building shifts, which makes this theory doubtful. Structurally, the Atlas is made of the same material as the rest of the oldest house. Further observation will hopefully aid in discovering its purpose. It's definitely a dense game as far as like what's happening in here. So these are the various objects of power. They're mundane objects that are imbued with some kind of supernatural power that then passes on some ability to Jesse. So our last session, we got the home safe, which lets us create a shield out of the objects in the room around us. Home safe. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Description/para utility. The object is a guardhouse brand home safe. Weight measurements vary. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically gather items and debris from their surroundings. The object is currently bound by background. Discovered in the basement of a home in Ohio, the object gained rapid interest in certain online forums dedicated to opening abandoned safes. After months of failure, the owner attempted to open it with explosives. The object survived with no physical damage. It's got a little scratchy in the chest. Bureau agents were dispatched, now confident of its paranatural nature. Blood occasionally emerges from seams around the object's door. Tests confirm the blood is not human. X-rays taken of the object indicate that something is trapped inside, though the images are always blurred, which indicates the contents of the object are moving. All attempts to open the object have been unsuccessful. So yeah, there's a lot of references, funny and otherwise, in this game. If you're familiar with the SCP series, that's another one that's very comparable in theme and kind of like general vibe and ambiance. Federal Bureau of Control. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. We did a field training where the actor did not, like, the voice over was very confused as to what was happening and reading it very poorly, so I guess this is about that. I'd like to file a formal complaint regarding the unauthorized use of my voice in a state of quality that I did not agree on. The fact that they were planning to use material from what I thought was a rehearsal had not been communicated to me at all. Had it been, I would have disallowed the use of those recordings. I want use of the Ranger Field Training Course recorded messages to halt immediately. I will not stand for this humiliation among my peers. I will go to HR with this if necessary. Signed, Randall Pulaski. This is Hubert Blackrock analysis, so we're about to go see some Blackrock. Hi, Carla. Does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I mean, we just stand there. He doesn't even let us have lines or anything. Don't get me wrong. Beats a day in the lab. Plus, it's always great to work with you. Oh, yeah. I finished the comparative analysis of the 2 Blackrock samples you sent. The Prism, or whatever you called it. I filed them in the usual place, under C for Carla. A handy mnemonic device, right? Anyway, let me know if there's anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe we could chat about it over some drinks or dinner even. I can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime. I'm free tomorrow. All the very best, Hubert. So yeah, in each of Darling's little videos, there are just 2 lab assistants just there. And that's funny that... They're just like, why are we in these videos? We never get to do anything. This one we just picked up. Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? They've both been acting odd lately. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility towards Darling's project is very unlike him. He was the one to approve all the Hedron research in the first place, but after Darling unveiled those HRAs, he was livid. I personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with an additional protective device, especially not if it's as strong as Darling says. What do you make of this? Have you seen anything from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in person soon, before the next Bureau heads meeting. M. So the director was acting strange for quite a while. Plant complaint. Hey, so I was wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean... that janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe he could just switch it up a bit? I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. Tennyson report warning. Listen, Trench is on the warpath about this Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it, and he wants to know yesterday. Whoever did is going to get crucified. I don't know if it was one of you guys, and I don't want to know. I'm not super keen on leading a witch hunt, so tell everyone in the sector to keep their heads down. Best not to be on anyone's radar right now, you know? I tell you, not even counting all the weird shit we deal with, this place can be a downright hostile work environment sometimes. I think it's A for our security buddy over here. These are all the videos we've been listening to and seeing so far. Or that's specifically audio. These are some of the videos. All right. Good to go. We caught up. There's so much fun documents in this game, but there's so much. So it's hard to keep up with sometimes. So let's see. I already kind of showed off Jessie's smash ability, which is really nice. But then she can also carry things. Got some telekinesis going. And then, yeah, the thing we last unlocked was a shield ability. Oop, hello. Hello, sir. I want the box.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster.
Oh boy. Lots of dead. I actually don't even remember what this is either. So that's fun. Swan boat procedures. Could be that's what we're about to face off with, the swan boat. Do we have level 5? We don't. Alright, chat.
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
You are our home. You remind us of home. What's this then? Where you at? Well, that was not a great first encounter. Trying a new weapon here. It's not quite doing what I'd like it to. I could see you there. Well. Let's rework that. Okay, I now remember this enemy. I remember the gimmick, kind of. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Really? I picked up it.
Doing so hot. You're fine. We'll push through this.
Okay, it's acknowledging I picked up everything, and he's already been talked to. Good.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster. You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism? What the fuck?
Okay, good. We've really powered up our throw ability. It's got a ton of damage, so that's going to be helpful for taking out people. Got to remember that, because yeah, our gun is still pretty good, but our throw is where it's at right now for sure. So this feels like a fun room for me to turn on the ray tracing for a hot sec. Just because I bet it looks really good. I mean, it looks good, but it's not like drastically better to the point of... Oh, where's the video? Oh.
Frequencies match. Other dimensions link in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where Black Rock comes from.
You heard that too, right?
Dimensional matter.
Black rock comes from a threshold. Ari. So, the prisms must be there too.
Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code of the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. Blackrock 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Get it?
Yo, I didn't even realize. Look, you can see Emily's reflection. That's actually cool. That's a ray tracing thing for sure. You can see Emily's reflection in the TV there. Oh, now it's all up close.
Darwin's key. This should get us into the
level
quarry.
5, baby. I'm all about ray tracing and some nice quality graphics, but the chug of the 30 or less FPS versus the 60 FPS we can get the other way is a little too much. And it didn't, I really thought that room, you know, was nice and dark. Look at, oh, it's just so much smoother now. It was nice and dark in there. I thought, oh, this is really going to make a huge difference with the ray tracing on. And it wasn't that much different. Now they've got the level 5 key. We can come back here, get in here, get our box. Very important to have our box. And unlock that. It's kind of a Castlevania. Kind of a Metroidvania in that sense of like key cards unlocking certain levels of rooms and abilities, you know, helping you navigate rooms you otherwise couldn't. All right. Black Rock Quarry.
Everything here is crazy. Weird, but it feels right. Like how the world should be. I am in an infinite building leading to different dimensions, and I never want to leave. Even with all the horror, I'm happy. It feels sane. Just the right kind of insane.
So you can see, as I mentioned, our throw ability is very good. Okay, this is above a maintenance sector we were in previously, I think, so that's cool. All the ways this building loops back in on itself really, what's the button I'm looking for? Are really neat. Yeah, this is the energy converter room. And again, in the ways that it loops back in on itself naturally and completely unnaturally, it's just super cool. Y'all wait over there. I'm just gonna unlock this checkpoint. I'll be with you shortly, folks. You can construct new forms of your gun here. We'll get a... Let's get a weapon mod. Reload speed while shielded is pretty nice. You can also unlock weapon mods there. Charge in the executive sector. I'll accept it for now, but I'm not there. And we're in the maintenance sector, so let's grab that. Yeah, this is our secondary shot right now, which is a charge pierce shot, they call it. This is a game in previous sections I've given a lot of love for the simple fact that it rewards exploration in really nice ways. Oh, one shot with the pierce. That's actually really nice. Haven't really been able to use it. Why is it? Looks like a... That's such a giant, like, lens on that scope. This charge gun is really nice with the PS5 controller. The trigger vibrates really nice as you're charging up, and it fights you as you're trying to hold it down to charge, to keep the charge. Okay, chat, here we go. Here's something. This is the core power plant. Oh, and yeah, look at this. So this is the NSC power plant. This is powering the oldest house completely. The previous director before Zachariah Trench and before us, his name was Northmore. NSC stands for Northmore Sarcophagus Container. And if we look here, it says NSC internal movement detected. And these are what we can presume are internal shots of this power plant. And that sure do be looking like a body in there though, chat. So I think the previous director, not unlike us and probably not unlike Zachariah Trench, had some sort of ability action going on in his self, and his ability is just power, just a natural source of power, And yeah, they just put them in there to keep the building running, you know? That's pretty chill. See, that's one of those things I don't think... I remember reading about that after I had beaten the game. It is not at all one of those things that was, like, directly pointed out. And that, you know, part of that power plant I easily could have just zoomed past, but decided to check it out. That's why I love this game. It's just dense. Dense with detail, dense with extra plot stuff.
Elevator's broken. Gotta get down the old-fashioned way.
Hippity hoppity. Those guys suck because they explode. Not appreciated. So that's actually an easy way to just jump straight to the bottom without a care in the world. If you drop from any point in this game, as long as you dash before you hit the ground, you are more than good to go. I don't think we... No. I left that dude up there. He's just screaming at me. He's pissed that I did not fight him and kill him. Bro, you're one of the few. One of the few that gets to survive, dude. Like, so just chill. Alright, Black Rock Quarry chat. This is a stable threshold into whatever this other existence is. We can now pick up our friends here. Just the sound design on the whoosh action is just top notch. This whole area, I remember just being so... It's just a lot. There's a lot of little places, little nooks and crannies you can go to. Let's go this way. How's everyone's day, chat? How's everyone's day? I've been forgetting to ask that. Woo. Any secrets? Hello? Hello? Thank you. Any secrets up here for me? Yes. See what I mean, chat? A game that rewards you for exploring. Oh man, can we make that? did it. It's a good day. That's good. Yeah, it's nice. Here in the Pacific Northwest, it's nice and sunny today, which is really nice. We've been dying in, keep pushing all the wrong buttons. In nice, chilly, rainy weather. Vegas. I mean, I am curious, is it ever not just mind-numbingly hot there? I've been there once or twice for... I was there once, really, for a funeral. And it was just like... And it wasn't like April. And it was just devastatingly hot. Is that where you are, like... Is that where you're living right now, or is that where you're just there currently?
Whoa. Not what I expected.
So this is the full range of the quarry. I didn't really take in this view earlier, but... Yeah, I liked it out there when I visited, and I had a coworker who was from Vegas, the Vegas area. Alright, what do we got, chat? We got a lot going on. There seems to be a button. We got some power core thingies. Oh, and we got power core slots. Oh god, we got a lot going on right now. That was a lot. I got a third slot. Need one more power core thingy. Stand clear. Woo! I'm always that person in a video game when you set an explosive like that. I have to like feel like I have to run behind cover. Ah, we got one Blackrock prism.
And there it is, right where you led me. HRAs, prisms, they meet.
Oh shit, chat. Those big
this prism to Marshall before it's too late. HRAs. Then Dylan.
Those things, not good. They kill in one hit. They spooky. Oh wait, there's a door over here I bet I can get into. Instead of going all the way around again like that. There we go. So now we can kickstart production of the HRAs. Hey bud. Just gonna sit there? Oh, come on. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. There's so many of them. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out. Let's collect our reward on this one. That should be good. Prime weapon award. Shatter recoil efficiency. I don't even know what that goes to. Does that even go to the gun I have right now? Let's check. Oh, shatter. Shatter's the shotgun. Minus 18% recoil is pretty nice for the shotgun. It just doesn't feel nearly as strong as like Pierce does right now for me, so don't love it. Ooh, general energy up on level 4 general energy up is good. And we'll get a level 3 launch energy. All right, back to the executive, central executive to talk to Marshall.
It's ridiculous. Pope's grasping at straws.
Why? If hiss is a frequency, then why couldn't it vibrate molecules in order to alter human physiology? It would explain the hair loss.
Think about it. The precision that would require is unthinkable.
You just said to think about it. And then you say it's unthinkable? Rude.
Pope wants us to compile all of Darling's data entries from the...
Hello, Marshall.
She wants us to...
Had to take a detour into the quarry, but I found plenty. Here.
We will start HRA production immediately. I promised I'd tell you about Dylan once you helped us.
This is it. She knows. 17 years I've waited.
Your brother is here. He was once known as Prime Candidate
Confirmation.
6, codenamed P6. We brought him here after the Ordinary event. He was groomed to be the future director. He had talents far beyond any other candidate in the program.
Of course he did. We found you together. We share a bond. Are you with him now?
So you kidnapped him?
We took him in. Your parents vanished along with every other adult in Ordinary. Eventually, his power changed him. There were casualties. He wasn't fit to be the director.
Did you know about this? Is this why you didn't bring me here sooner? Were you keeping me away?
Where is Dylan?
He's kept in the containment sector, in the Panopticon.
My brother...
He's being contained?
I thought we were the same.
Looking dare you, brother.
What if we are?
I'm going. Now.
I expected as much.
Now
I need to go check on
is the time that I'm going.
something I cannot let the Hiss find. It shouldn't take long, but you must watch the Bureau while I'm gone. And remember, Dylan is dangerous. Do not let him out, Director Faden.
How do I make her stop calling me that? I'm not here for them. Nothing simple here. These people took my brother, but they've accepted me without question. Are they my enemies or my friends? I need to see Dylan. I need to know. I wish you could tell me what you know, explain things. Just stay with me, okay? I could use a friend right now.
Oh no. Oh no. Dylan does not seem great right now. My brother's keeper. Not a great title to go into saving our brother with.
Collins, any word on survivors?
We've located numerous safe rooms with survivors inside. We're waiting on HRAs before we open them. Once we can safely bring them out, survivors will be escorted here straight away.
Wonderful. Keep me updated.
All right, so we've nearly maxed out our launch, which I'm almost tempted to just say fuck it and just max it out and then focus on other things, but I think we really do need health. I think our health is suffering and we die really quick. So we need 3 more to unlock an additional personal mod slot. But yeah, we definitely need to keep our health going up. Something I don't think I ever talked to you about. I'll just say Lil Woke. Don't know if you're okay with real names. Because you are the improv boy.
Wants us to compile all of Darling's data entries from the past month.
How do you feel about Middleditch and Schwartz? I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing that it's not only amazing, but it's so simple in what they do, and they pulled off this great special. I mean, obviously they're great at what they do, and they're very funny. But it's just like, it's so amazing how they pulled off such a simple improv special, and it feels like, how come more people haven't done this? Do you have any insight on that side of things, like why that hasn't been done before, or just a simple improv special like that?
Jesse, when you were down in research, did you run into a Dr. Rhea Underhill? I didn't. Who is she? She is a colleague of mine. A researcher studying a kind of extra-dimensional mold growing below research.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
No one does. Look, I haven't heard from Rhea since the Hiss arrived. Would you mind having a look around for her next time you're in research?
Of course.
Thanks, Jesse. Now, what's on your mind?
Old growth. We'll do the side quest before we go to... Of course, I'm going to, like, break the plot here where she's like, my brother, oh, I know where he is now. Here I go. I'm going to go save him. And then I'm like, let's go do other things.
I visited the quarry. What's the plan for all that black rock? The Bureau has used
That's
black
fine.
rock almost exclusively for containment.
How'd it go?
purposes.
How'd the hand go?
I say, branch out. Instead of boxes, helmets. Instead of blast shields, knives.
Knives?
Black rock knives?
So many combat applications. Slicing, stabbing, gouging. Sorry. I've been trying to get Darling to explore combat applications for years. I got a little excited.
Wow. I did not expect that from her.
Just like how it was so good and like, but it as far as I could tell, you know, it was like a fairly simple, you know, improv show. Is that the key there? Is that like a lot of improv stuff, they usually try to go a little higher concept and like a little, you know, a little more, you know, just like gamey or whatever it is, whatever it might be, you know, while like that is just so, it was so quality. Without them, you know, again, the way they did it, I'm assuming the show you've seen is not the same show we saw because, yeah, I guess, yeah, it's just, they're just that talented.
This place is looking good. Arish is making real progress around here.
Right? This place is a fortress. And with him taking care of operations here, I can spend more time analyzing the hiss. I've been attempting to isolate and neutralize the hiss resonance in blood samples, but no luck so far.
So you can't reverse it?
Not yet, but perhaps reversing it is too simple. See, if hiss resonance can rewrite human genetics, then perhaps it's a question of rewriting the hiss resonance. In theory, that could pave the way for custom human genetic alteration.
I wonder how
two
often
good
the
pals.
phrase mad scientist is used around here.
It's so funny to me to watch Middleditch go from Silicon Valley on HBO, and then now he's got that CBS show, which does seem, at least in concept, better than most sitcoms on CBS. But it's just so funny to see him at the top of the comedy world.
How is HRA production coming along?
Not to say CBS. I mean, having your own CBS show is still better
made
than
enough to get people out of a couple
so
safe
much, but
rooms.
yeah.
And they're here, alive, thanks to you. And we never would have lasted this long if you hadn't walked in those doors.
You deserve thanks too, of course.
Middleditch.
We got this place.
It's called Be Positive.
Emily.
Yeah.
I should be going.
He's like, it's like a,
Oh, I will.
I think it's based on a real life story. Not his, but it's about some like blood donor situation. See, I love this chat. As I was mentioning before, as the game progresses, you see them. Oh, hello.
You want me to go to research? Haul it here for you to see? I'll do it. Doubt me again and I'll fucking do it.
Jesus Christ. But they keep up, you know, increasing the quality of the little like stable safe zone they've got here. And it's just cool to see it slowly upgrading as it goes. Oh, this reminds me, unlocking this door, there's like that one door that has like post-it notes all over it. Isn't it over here somewhere? Maybe it's upstairs. But yeah, I mean, he had a successful run on a show and it ended. It's just so funny to go from that to a CBS show.
Weird janitor had a hand in this.
Level 4, here we go. We get to go in the post-it room, chat. Oh. Well, this doesn't seem good. Yeah, and I'm sure you got paid big bucks to go to CBS. And again, it's like a nicer setup than, two dudes living a single life together in a house. Oh my god. What's gonna happen? They gotta, oh, their nephew's living with them now? Oh my god. He was perfect for his role in Silicon Valley. I'm guessing probably everyone was just offering him that same kind of weaselly, kind of milquetoast dude role, and he was like, you know, I'm just gonna take this CBS CBS gig and just
Bullshit.
roll with it.
See them fighting to retake the HRA. Rangers always get left to pick on
Look at all these doors we can unlock. We forgot were locked. All right, so now our next thing is we're going to go try to help out
It's bad, but we can handle it.
Emily's friend, Dr. Rhea Underhill, in Central Research. It very much, it could be. I finally watched, oh, hello. Ben Schwartz's, oh my god. Award-winning show that he had on College Humor. Where's the bad guys at? Where the bad guys at? Don't know what I was expecting when I did that. Sorry. I'm half in game, half trying to keep this train going. This train, logic train. It's called The Earliest Show with Lauren Lapkus, where they were just two hosts of a cheesy kind of morning talk show. Came back right in time for me to just clonk on my, just break my ankles. Okay, where am I going? Oh yeah, I think we're going, if you remember chat, in one of the earlier sessions, woo! There's that room I kind of showed as an example of a place that I was able to get to. Oh my god. I'm just getting obliterated right now. There you go. The worst guy is dealt with. Jesus, Jesus. Those minions? I don't know if you're specifically referring to minions. If so, how dare you? I have a traumatic past with minions. I believe this is Dr. Underhill's secret lab. I don't know if you knew, but I once, for work, had to wear a full-on giant minion suit. And it was the worst. It was not great. Children just came up and smacked me. I was new at the job, so I stayed in the suit way longer than I needed to without taking any breaks because I was trying to show that I was dedicated to my job. And I came home and I was woozy for hours after that. So if I didn't already hate minions for the obvious reasons, I now hate them for even more reasons. So this place looks nasty. The first apartment I ever lived in here in Oregon had black mold, and this just like this is what it felt like living there, being down here.
I still wouldn't go in.
Excuse
Hello?
me? Are you lost?
Yes, I'm gonna pick up all your paperwork though. Lots of paperwork here. All right, we'll talk to Underhill. Truly, Fern, truly.
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to.
I'm the
Shouldn't you
director.
be in a safe room?
1 second she's like, don't call me that. Now she's like, I'm the director.
Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct.
Correct.
Perhaps you could help me.
Sheesh.
I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit, where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
Yo. Okay, we got a lot of mold to collect here in the active threshold of mold.
Have you worked at the FBC very long?
Not long enough to understand their inane methodology. They want me to solve.
She's
the mold,
new.
But how is one to solve anything?
That's
when
why
the
she
basic
doesn't care
molecular
about my
structure of this fungus
status.
is an utter enigma.
Oh.
I like
Sorry,
her.
are you asking me?
It's rhetorical. The Bureau wants to control, not comprehend. But to answer your question, I'm a seasoned threshold researcher that's been brought in on a provisional basis to resolve this matter.
That's all you had to say.
What have you learned about the mold?
Firstly, the term mold is a gross oversimplification used only to ease communication.
Mold expert. Does anyone know any mold
The
experts?
mold itself appears to be the product
In their
of
day-to-day
complex
life?
microorganisms. They spin the mold, building structures like minuscule cities, swiftly colonizing our dimension. And the speed of these tiny engineers relative to their size is simply staggering.
So it grows fast.
If you're not going to listen, then why
There
would
you go.
ask?
So the mold is coming in from where?
We don't have a name for the threshold dimension. The origin point has been identified, but the density of the fungus makes it impossible to enter. Even if we could, I speculate that we would only find a reality entirely subsumed by the fungus. Total decomposition.
It's weird how excited she is, right?
Would those people that you know be like this?
What do you know about the hiss?
How could I know anything about an entity I've only just learned of? This is exactly the Bureau's problem. My work is always interrupted by these...
I'm just asking,
these
dude.
superfluous matters.
Calm down. Just keep your HRA on and I'm sure you'll be fine.
This crude thing. I thought it was Darling's idea of a practical joke.
Not quite. Just keep your head down while I handle the hiss. I need to get going.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
I hate guard duty down here.
If that's the case, I probably know many mycologists here in the Pacific Northwest for sure. Okay, grows near toilets. These are toilets. Can I take a sample here? So I guess my first question is it confirmed that these are all like down in this area? Or is there somewhere else that they might be? I guess let's just head in here and see what's going on.
It smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes.
No. Let's not do that now. Ooh, we love those sounds, don't we, chat? That sounded delicious. Come to me. Who shot me when, now, where? Someone hurt me pretty good just a second ago. Oh, yeah, there it is. They hit good. I remember this area being worse, though, the first time I played. So, I'm a little more confident because I was scared that I was going to have as much trouble as I did the first time. But I don't feel that out of control. Oh, now I do. Now I do. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I was gonna say, can you not jump up here? Let's try to do this area the right way. Oh. Quote unquote. Woo! Just dodge that. That's actually a game series I've been thinking about. Oh! Been thinking about. Oh man, I fell all the way down here. Streaming. I bought the first game on PS4 and never touched it, and Evil Within 2 has always been on my radar. And I've been slowly unbabying myself to horror games. I think it helps when I stream them because everyone can laugh at me. And that makes me feel better. What, where, how? Who, what, where, when, why, how? Woo! I don't know what's happening. I don't like those for sure, though. So I'm assuming this ground is not okay to step on. Jesus. Gonna have to just deal with Well, that was an adventure. Get some health from these. Oh, okay. Well, let's look around in here because we need samples and we have not collected one sample. Oh, restrooms. Restroom samples, chat. I don't like this place. This whole area is just making me nervous now. But yeah, that's definitely probably a this year stream game. Halloween time. It would be the most pure horror. These fucking guys. These little zombie boys.
One of Underhill's samples.
Grows new televisions. Oh, enjoy everybody. It's our favorite cartoon. Fresh kids. Building shift. Hello? Who are you?
Building shifts occur at random and without warning, but with the Bureau's cutting-edge technology, we can stabilize the oldest house. Safe employees are happy employees. Certain rituals allow agents to navigate the oldest house as well, but accidents do happen.
Mr. Bones. I want off Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Trapping agents inside the walls. I heard you got stuck in your room for 3 days, Topher. Too bad you didn't have your book with you. Or any food. And remember, kids,
God.
when you feel the floor deviate, it's already much too late.
Threshold Kids. Woo! Our favorite TV show. Was I meant to already have picked up a sample from the toilets? The reason I came into this space is because it said it was the restrooms. But, it did not see any toilet. Ah. There it is.
Gross. Underhill is gonna owe me for this.
What? Okay, they just spawned down there. Good. It's very dark in here as well. Well, that's right, chat. I just remembered something. It's a good thing we came up here. There's something very important up here. One, there's a sample.
Found one.
We only need 2 more. There's one. That must be the pit down there. So we just need to find one near fresh corpses. Most importantly, though, chat, I believe that up here is a much needed control point. Beautiful. Any mold samples here? We'll check here in a sec. Play the radio. Let's see. Can I get that music to keep playing? I cannot. Without just standing still, which I don't trust this game to allow me to do with no trouble. Ooh, I like that, actually. We'll do that. But if you will excuse me, chat. Actually, we got to get rid of some of these. Get rid of all the level 1 ones. Good. Do the same down here. Oh, we don't have any level 1. Guess we'll get rid of the level 2s. Some of the level 2s, at least. Particularly the repeats. Alright. Now we're gonna put some music on. And we'll be right back. Quick break.
I wonder if today's just not my day. It snows a bunch, my whole story. I got a hunch they ain't gon' wait for me. Everybody talking like they got another saying. I'ma try truth, I'ma cut tooth, I'ma make use out of my fleeting youth. Gonna write songs and sing for free until they pay me handsome fee. Don't see day, nights, or afternoons. My bio depends on you. Lying if I say I see it any other way. Don't know how I'm doing, but I hope I do okay. Cause you ain't never as happy as the things that make you happy. Like when you make love with them, when you're loving, find new weather, old stuff and climb rough, but you try nothing, try not. Sipping that passion soda, my best friend say she noticed. These weekdays, weekends on drugs, none can compete with the love. And I found my passion soda. Checked out this life they told us. Don't chase our great, that's bogus. No one's incomplete, this is rough. Incomplete is enough, right? I used to mix the Apple Jacks with the Cheerios. Now I'm mixing a couple snacks with lyricals. Wanna make a couple stacks off my lyrics. What they lack, I don't hear it. If they do, at least I trace my goals. I'ma buy a couple suits and wear them to weddings. I'ma leave before the soup for the salad dressing. Cause I got a lot I wanna do with the time I got. And I gotta stuff all of these moves in the time I'm allotted. Thank God I'm melodic. Take out of my memories and make them mnemonic. Make it impossible for you not to show. Another one down, got a lot to go. Cause you ain't never as happy as the things that make you happy. Like when you make love with them, when you're loving, find new weather, old stuff and climb rough, but you try nothing, try not. Sipping that passion soda, my best friend say she noticed. These weekdays, weekends on drugs, none can compete with the love. And I found my passion soda.
Chat, you got something extra special. Oh, that's totally fine. We just came back from a quick BRB, so you have not missed much. All right, we're back. Got lots of things to read, but I don't know how does chat feel about those reading sessions? Because I mean, I like the game and I like the way those things have been written. Oh yes, this is a good gun and good for what's coming up. So I'm glad to have picked that up. But obviously that much reading I know can get boring. Accuracy. Is there damage? Just accuracy. We'll just attach that to that for now. But to show off our new gun mode, it's just like a nice old Gatling gun experience, chat. Alrighty. We love a Gatling gun. A breathing Gatling gun. Ooh, fresh corpses.
This must be one of the samples.
And then there'll be one over there by the pit. And we're good to bring this back over to her. Where did we see it? Oh, right here. Whew. Hello, pit.
This looks like a good one. That's all 5 samples.
How do we get out of here
I should
again?
get these back to Underhill.
Right, this is where we fell. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, we were... I don't know if you were here at that point, but that's definitely something I have on the books kind of down the line, especially around ye olde Halloween times.
I found all 5, but I
That was...
kind of wanted to eat them.
What a weird
The mold has that
read
effect
that
on
was.
some people.
I found all 5.
Likely due to the fact it's
But
not actually mold or even of this dimension. I suspect it is the result of 2 incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold or fungus because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know.
Got some fun stuff coming in the next month, though.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Actually, in like 10 days, there's going to be a really fun Fern Folk and I stream together.
I didn't see any
I'll wait
rangers,
to
just
hype it up
walking
for when they
people.
get back, but fun one.
Unless...
Yes, if you found mold people, you found my rangers. I refer to the creatures as hosts.
Rip.
They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores. Now leave me to it.
Okay.
I need to get going.
Bye.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
Are you done yet?
Do you need something?
You're not done yet.
I need to get going.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
Chat. Okay. Okay. I'm here. Okay. Let's see. Well, we just give her time to do something.
Get back to more important.
Bleach did the trick. Has Underhill tried bleach?
My family had mold once. Bleach did the trick. Well, there was more to the mold zone. But I guess we should just let her do that first and then try to check out more of the mold zone later. Let's get back on the trail of my little bro. Chat will either love or hate an idea I have for a stream in April. So a game that I play every year, literal hundreds of hours of every year. And I'm still currently playing last year's edition. Is MLB The Show, which is the annualized baseball game that has until this year been exclusive to the PlayStation ecosystem. And I totally plan, because I'm gonna play it anyway, and I know streaming will get in the way of me playing it, so I totally plan on playing for like a nice chunk of time the latest one when it comes out in April. Oh, this one's nice on the old PS5 controller as well, chat. A nice little rumble as the Gatling gun shoots. Goodness. What is with this area suddenly being so hard? I need to get to the fast travel point and get the fuck out of here. So, you know, you have that to look forward to if you... I think I can make it fun though, right? Like I think I pride myself on being that guy that if you don't necessarily think you like baseball, but you went to a baseball game with me, then you like baseball. You know what I mean? I think I can make it fun. Because I know all the boring stuff. All the boring, interesting stuff. That's something I pride myself on. All right, we're going down into the containment sector.
Containment sector.
Oh. Well, yes, that's what I was just telling chat. Trench.
Altered items. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
So that's the director in my head, and actually the connection's not good here, but if we go here, we can hear fully what he was trying to tell us.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable. Something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They are all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever breached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
So this is probably the most intense section of this entire building, then? This is where they house all the scariest machines and such. Good to know. No video? Annual review of containment procedures and processes. Oh, hello. Well, it looks like it's been breached. It gets so quiet during these combat scenarios because, as we've seen throughout this and earlier streams, we know how quickly these can get out of control. And then I'm just dead and we got to do it again anyway. I just love the little details like that. You can actually read a lot of this stuff. Like, that's what I want to do for, like, I want to be the guy that makes the fake documents for the Federal Bureau of Control. Look at this copier printer, bro. Just a dial for levels and contrast. Got the shelter. Again, I love the destruction. Like, I don't even know how I did that. But I did that. Just probably just throwing stuff around. Did I do that? I don't even know. Did I cause this destruction? Logistics and security that way. Did we get up to the second floor there? I honestly don't know. I don't think so. So there's gotta be a goodie for me up here. Something. For making the extra set. Okay, good. There's a box. We're happy as long as there's a box. Ooh, and a recording.
Reminder. This week, any documents that suddenly appear pink, light red, or any shade in between must be incinerated immediately. Failure to do so will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
Feels like a Goodwill. We're like, this week, green, blue, yellow, and pink are 20% off. Except it's, you know, those colors will murder you, but, you know. Oh, goody. You're my friend now. Help me fight. Oh, sorry, bud. Blew you up with your other friend. Oh my god. Caused a massive explosion there. We're good. We're clear. We're clear. Cleanse the point. Oh goody, my dog that didn't want to eat is now eating her really old food. She likes it aged. Nothing really worth grabbing here. Any other one of these things we can take? We have spin now. One of these had to do with spin. We'll take that one. And that one's just kill guards. So those are just little side kind of, you know, kill this type of enemy this many times. Things that you can take on. They don't necessarily have any plot to them or anything. They're just ambient things that you can grab and get points for. All these. What's the, like the airplane departures and ordinary. That's where I live. So with that knowledge, it's probably what a bunch of altered world events are happening around the planet. Oh, if I knew the name of the city that Alan Wake takes place in, I bet it's up here. I remember it's in like Maine. What's in here? Is this? No, this isn't where we were. Lots of murmuring around these parts. Hello, hello. Tucked away. There's all kinds of goodies tucked away in this. Which is just so interesting because it is nice because, again, it's like a little treat for those that actually go seek these things out, right? But otherwise, Bright Falls. That's right, that's right. Otherwise, someone will have written some kind of lore-heavy document and spent hours on that in their free time. No, at work, not in their free time, at work. And then it's just like hidden away in a room where tons of people probably didn't even bother to come look. BRB to URB. Welcome B. Oh, hello. I had a feeling one of you was gonna flank me. Where's that other one? So I was briefly hyping up, but I wanted you to be here, Fern. A stream that might be coming very soon, I think. It's towards the end of this month. If I remember correctly. I think It Takes Two comes out this month. And like, very soon. Again, Fern is ridiculously busy. We still have to finish Maquette. But hopefully that'll be something we can check out together by the end of this month. Bright Falls is not up there, but I did see now there's another map over here. Are these bases? Do you think these are bases, chat? Where you control people? Or are these just altered world events? Ordinary. Where's Ordinary? What state are we from? Fern, earlier you were saying, is Ordinary based on boring? Do we know for sure that Ordinary isn't an existing actual place?
Hello?
Oh.
Need some help here.
Hello?
Someone needs help over there.
Where are
Sounds like
you,
there's
sir?
a man down.
Hold on, man down. I need to look at some papers. Oh, it's a human. A dying human. Oh, and a switch for the hotel?
I'm here. What happened to you?
I got in a little scrap. Name's Horowitz. Don't look at me like that. I'm fine. But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
Who's Wells?
My squad mate. We were hunting a runaway altered item. We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks.
A threshold. The Bureau sealed it up years back because of all the clocks. We followed the altered item inside, but the way it was acting, we weren't ready. Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the motel court. He was right behind me, but he never showed up on this side.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please, you gotta get him out of there. I'll be fine, really. Roop can patch me up later.
It's just like, remember in Veronica Mars?
I damn well hope so. Just use the motel cord there.
It's like a
Should get
city
you-
that's not
Sorry.
part of the county or something like. I don't know how that works. But in Veronica Mars, that's what the city. That was like a whole plot line, is that they were trying to get incorporated. All right, so we have to go help his pal. Jesse finds a wounded ranger named Horowitz in the logistics lobby. He asks Jesse to go in and find his squad mate, Wells. 2, 3. Hello, motel. It's been a while. We got a 12 o'clock. That's 14. It's in Maine, Bright Falls, Maine. Or wait. Ordinary Maine? I don't know what just happened. I backed out before I... Interesting. Can you look up where Bright Falls is? I believe that's Maine as well. So that's curious. Hello? Who's just laughing? I don't... It's unsettling. So this is like 6:21? Or 8:21? I don't know if I'm actually supposed to like sit there and do that. Washington. Okay. So 11. .48. Am I reading the clocks right even? I don't know if I did that right at all. This was a strange one. I guess I did, chat. That one felt weird. Like that first one I didn't even do right at all, I don't think. And yet somehow, here we are. Moving on. Hello?
This Wells guy can't be far.
What's this now? What's our alert? Oh, a follow. Well, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Hello. Welcome. We're looking for a man in a room full of clocks.
Those must be the clocks he was talking about.
Oh, I got it.
That must be our guy.
Where? I said that must be our guy. Where? Welcome, Mothman's beard. Mothman. My name's Joe Mothman. Ooh, yes. Upgrades. I want to upgrade Spin next. I think Spin's going to be nice for us. How you doing, Mothman? Hope your day's going well. We're just vibing here in Control. Trying to figure out what's going on, finding the mysteries of the world. You know, as you do. So it seems like some rooms have been sealed off in this somewhere. Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's dead. So, mystery solved. Oh, no.
Shit.
Hello. You're definitely doing better than this guy, that's for sure. Hello. Okay, thank you. I was like, can we not talk to him?
Are you Wells? Your friend asked me to come looking for you.
That must be Horowitz. Glad he got out. I stayed back to help the others.
We gotta get you out.
Of it clearly.
You tried. That's enough. Horowitz needs your help now. How do we get out of here?
We should head back through the threshold. We can look for other survivors as we go.
We better hurry. Which way?
Just follow the blood. Let's go.
That's not a sentence you ever want to hear in your life. Oh, we got some more clocks in here, chat. Forbidden clocks. Okay, well, we saw the blood there. Level 9 clearance? Excuse me, chat? Do you, sir, have level 9 clearance? I'm the director of this entire organization, and I don't have level 9 clearance, but you do? Alright, whatever. I'll take it. Sometimes it's better to not let the boss know everything, you know. Oh, hello.
Threshold effect. This used to be a regular office wing before the threshold manifested. The forces at play in there got a hold of someone's old clock and started duplicating. Now
It's just
the
endless
office is
clocks.
abandoned and it's clocks all the way down.
Clocks all the way down, the new John Green book. What's this now? It was just like B-roll. The B-roll footage they filmed for the Casper Darling videos. Sip, please. Please stop filming. Just standing. He wants to go on a date with her. We read that on a note. He likes her. He likes her, chat. God, that smile. Oh, she was ready to bounce, and he said, "Why? I thought that was fun." He reminds me of an actor from Orphan Black. If anyone's watched that in chat. Still need to finish that show. I love this footage. This is great. That was the best batch of footage we've watched yet. What'd you think about that, Wells? We don't want anyone else to witness that because that was just for us. Oh my God, Chuck. Mountain of clock. Good thing I have an endless amount of physics objects to pick up here and throw at these guys. Detour. Up through the clocks, I suppose. Don't want to miss any items again, chat, so we'll do a little quick search. Sorry, Wells. We are collectible fiends.
Think you can find a way around?
Yes.
Let me see.
The very obvious
So,
detour,
you came down
marked
here for an
detour.
altered item?
The anchor, yeah. Langston said it'd be a simple item retrieval. But the power of that thing had. I've never seen anything like it. Thanks.
No problem, brother.
That's O'Neill. Shit.
He's very dead. Let's get you out, please. More baddies. Clock murder. Oh my God. Stop dodging me, please. Oh, I got your friend. So these guys, I think they're the same. The little chair that they're in is the same as like what they use to like explore the astral plane. They like sit down and put this thing on their head so that they can like record their experiences in the astral plane. And I guess if they get corrupted, they turn into those floaty dudes. What do you see? What do you got, Wells? What do you got? Is that it? I want to check out this shelter.
That safe room is where the altered item cornered us. We sealed the door on the way out. We couldn't let it get out into the bureau.
I'll need to come deal with that altered item later.
Oh,
If I
man.
open the safe room now, Wells could get hurt.
Come on, Wells. Get good, Wells. I want to see the altered item. All right. Picking up all the goodies. I feel like we'll have to do a reading session here in a little bit. It's starting to pile up, it feels like. Guess we continue out this way. Oh no, these are just bathrooms. Dark bathrooms, Jesus. No secrets. No secrets to be had.
We locked it tight. Come on, we need to get back to Harwood's.
Wait, which way are we going? I got lost. I got lost in all my exploring. We came in from there, that's right, and we were fighting around this way. Maybe second floor? Up and over? Yeah. Love the clock room.
When it was clear we couldn't contain the altered item, Horowitz ordered a retreat. We got out, but Hiss were waiting for us. I took Horowitz to the motel court and went back for the others.
That was brave of you.
Good man.
That's my job.
I feel like we have a ton of money right now. We're missing other things, so we need corrupted samples for that. Can we upgrade the... We could upgrade that for 10,000. Might as well. We need level 3 and level 4 items up here now. Let's check this one out. Accuracy boost level 4 is pretty nice. Try this one too. Health boost level 4 is very nice. I love my launch energy cost. Ooh, but that one's slightly better. Generic damage boost. Okay.
We're almost out of the threshold.
I don't know if you noticed, Fern, but our stinky dog decided she was hungry after all. Started chomping on the old food. The shadows. Eerie vibes in this Clockland for sure. Box. That's some great. That would be a good Phil S emote use. When you don't eat, but suddenly you hungry. Phil S.
Come on. The motel court is on the other side of logistics. Horowitz should still be there.
I want to check the shelter. Especially in this... Oh, interesting. This feels like the same exact shelter or something. Weird. Wait, did we just pop? Oh, we popped out of that sealed area. Interesting. Huh. Okay, yeah, that's all there on the right. Are you not going to go to Horowitz? Or just stand here in the hallway?
Let's go.
Okay. Weird. We're coming, Horowitz. Uh-oh. This door was not like that.
Hold on. Something's wrong with him.
No.
Shit.
Horowitz.
He's a bad boy now. Not a hard fight at all so far. Just bullying him, throwing trash cans at his head. It's a nice trophy get.
Wells. Make sure he's okay.
Hey bud, you good? It's a lot to take in, I know.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold. Guy never put himself first. At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it.
Here we
Head
go.
to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director. I'll go see what good I can do there.
We like Wells. Wells seems like a good man. Alright, we gotta go back to that safe room now. Can we upgrade? We can be able to pick up the heavy enemies. That could be nice. Shield strength. I don't really use the shield too much, but maybe it'll be good for some of these later fights. Do that for now. And hopefully we can unlock the last part there soon. Or level it up one more time so that we can get the personal onslaught. Sorry, chat. My brain did not want to register anything. Hate these boys. They shriek and they're mean and they blow up. It's all around rude. All right. Ooh, we got a level 4 launch energy cost. That'll be nice. We need more level 4s for the grip. I did not. I still haven't finished Doom 2016. So I really want to beat that first to get in, then go to Doom Eternal from there. There's just so many good games now, and you can get so many for cheap now with Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, all kinds of different services. The access to a bunch of great games is just ridiculous now. That's one of those scary things, bro. What's happening here? One of those creepy enemies is here for sure. Is it a glitch? What's going on here? Well, we'll just leave that be, I guess. Let's go find that, safe room. It's wild how big Warzone got. Like, it's Call of Duty, I know, but it just felt like, you know, there's only so much audience for these battle royales, and people are gonna pick the ones they're most familiar with and all that kind of. But it's wild. Like, even in just my other hobbies, you know, I hear. I listen to a few baseball podcasts because that's how much of a fucking baseball nerd I am. And all I hear about from current players is that every clubhouse is just full of people playing Warzone. Like, almost everyone on the team, every team is playing Warzone. I was watching my favorite team, the Padres. They a player on the team, one co-owns like an esports team that plays Warzone, and then two was recently like was playing a spring training game.
The one with the
You know, was done for the day. Went back to the clubhouse and put on the TVs in the clubhouse where normally you would put on, you know, another baseball game or whatever, or the current one that's still being played on the field or whatever it might be, was just watching a Warzone stream. So it's just nuts to see how far of reach that game has and Warzone has.
Great. More clocks.
Clocks all the way down. Nope. Oh, what? Hello? Was that not far enough for that jump? Well, that's annoying. Oh my gosh. Let's try again, chat. I mean, I guess I'm still surprised that Fortnite has as much of a footprint as it does.
Great. More clocks. How am I supposed to get across that?
Well, so much for getting this thing. Seems we're missing some ability or something to get across this gap here. Hey buddy, fuck you. Oh shit, that's right. Hey buddy, fuck you. Yeah. So let's go back. Actually, go back to what part of containment? Guess here. Because we were in that logistics area first. Yeah, we exit this way. Creepy glitch in this room still? I guess so. it's almost sad in a way because, you know, at the end of February, there was a State of Play and there was this cool multiplayer dodgeball game, right? That they were showcasing. And any other year, a game like that, I would be like, wow, this is probably going to get a decent audience, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be fun. But as I was watching the footage for it, I remember I turned to Fern and I said, this game needs to be free. Because if it's not free, no one's going to play it. And it's because there's games like Warzone. There's games like Fortnite. There's games like Apex that are all free. And that's a major reason they're successful. It sucks because developers can't afford to just do that forever and just rely on people buying in on microtransactions, but it's almost to the point where you have to. In memory of the heroic agents who gave their lives to forces known and unknown for the protection and greater knowledge of all humankind, we honor their sacrifice. Lots of there's some Finnish names on here, so I'm assuming these are developers. Probably not the entire development team, I don't think. I don't know, that's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 60 people. Maybe that's the development team. Well, I can't even get in there anyway, bad guy, so come try and fight me, I dare you. This is great. GG. Okay, well, I can't quite get them. Join me. Thank you for your service. We don't even have level 6 clearance, I don't think. I don't think we can go in this secret door over here. Bad shit going on in there anyway. Okay. Now we pop back out to where that one dude is still floating around waiting to kill us, maybe? No, he bailed. Wait, no. Shit. Came out the same place we started. So we do go this way. Boom. Got some mold action going on here in the security offices. 2 mold buddies here. So it looks like the... Oh, he is still alive. Is he? No, his animation just didn't die. Like, he was still... Oh, we got hella mold buddies coming. He was still, like, chomping away. There's so many. Is that it? Are we good? There's one mold. Oh, this mold buddy seems scary. This mold buddy went to market. This little mold buddy went home. Oh my god, there's still more. That's the scary one. That really hurts. Please sanitize me. Sanitize me, Captain. Level 2 damage boost. Oh, but I have a level 3. Sorry, bud. You just stay there. But we do need to get rid of some again. Yeah. We're in the level 3 and 4 territory now. We don't need you level 1s. Level 5 energy boost. Ooh. We like that. It amounted to the tiniest sliver on our bar, but hey. We take what we can get around here. Hopefully we can get to our brother here. Just a moment. And then we can call a stream after we finally meet with our brother again. Nothing interesting on that certificate. I'm always waiting to find the one goofy one that someone slid in, you know? Excuse me, chat. Ooh, the motel again. Prime candidate program. But we are missing a level 6 clearance level. You know what, chat? Actually, I think there might be one other thing we do first before we get to our brother, and then maybe we save meeting our brother again for next stream. Oh, a nice video. Big video.
August 4th, 1964.
Oh, can't hear it.
Discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building.
So the Federal Bureau of Control existed
It was there.
before the oldest house,
Population was hiding in
or
plain sight.
before they moved into it.
Slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power, an ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly
Pop.
adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
The awkward endings. Always great. Big yawns in chat. I already watched you. Ooh, shelter. Yeah, I just love the way the building feels so samey, and then there's just those moments of, like, you know, breaking out into a new area of just like the bright yellow of the light of the motel light areas are always super cool.
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
Protect my brother. Oh God. That was eerie. Hello? Sir? Oh. Upside down room. Motel is getting creepier and creepier. Right side up. Not upside down. Please. Is that it? Okay. So that painting being upside down flipped this room. Maybe he killed this man. Regardless, we gotta save our brother. Dylan.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even harder.
Oh. More normal folks. Langston. Well, hello.
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jesse, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director? Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have Hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
I don't have time for this.
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden? Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're
Been hearing about Salvador a
If we don't
lot.
contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
All right, chat.
Can we provide any assistance at this time, sir?
Only if you can reboot the cell door
Like that-
protocols
that
without manually
read.
accessing them.
Sir, we are not capable of completing that task. Please assign us a different task.
Why are you talking like that? You know what? Never mind. I'll take care of it.
We're gonna do a reading session, and then I think we'll call the stream here, and then next on Friday, Friday, we will continue
Hey, listen to this.
and save our brother.
Containment failure in Panopticon cell 69. Get it?
You make a 69 joke.
I do not see what is humorous about an escaped paranatural entity originating from cell 69.
We like
sir.
these. We like
You
these
just
guys.
said it. Come on, you guys. It's funny.
We like these guys. We like these guards. So we'll do a reading session, and then in the next session of Control, we will go save our brother. And I think after the next session, we should be pretty close to the end. Isn't it that I know if you've been here since the beginning, that feels strange, right? It feels like we're barely really uncovering anything, but I think we're pretty close to the end here. There's a few side quests we can do, and I think another 3 to 4 hour sessions, and I think we're done with the main story. Let's do a little reading session. We don't read the enemy descriptions because they're not as like fun as some of the others. Quarry incident. Summary. During my weekly safety inspection to the quarry threshold, I discovered the entire crew in a state of... The whole team was aligned and staring in a uniform direction, the city in the distance. Despite my most vocal efforts to gain their attention, they remained for more than minutes until I had to resort to literally. Afterwards, they were dazed and could not provide any rationale for their behavior or any specific memories of engaging in it. My official recommendation for any crew working in a threshold area is to either shorten the length of their shifts or to carry out mandatory psychological evaluations on a weekly basis, preferably both. And maybe we should order another expedition to the city. So the quarry, people in the quarry for too long, get their brains zapped a little bit. Sealed threshold account compiled by Lynn Salvador, head of security. So this is Salvador's report about the clock area we found ourselves in. Threshold with effect manifested in the containment sector in the middle of the department. Simultaneously, numerous clocks, we know it's clocks, appeared in the area, injuring and killing many. After rescue operations were completed and Rangers were sent in to discover the threshold's epicenter, the sheer amount of clocks, I'm going to assume, made the expedition impossible. The area was sealed off after removing the clocks proved an impossible task. Wait a second. If that clocks is not redacted, then what are those? Maybe I was wrong. The department was relocated and the area abandoned. Researchers theorized that the threshold introduced unstable matter to our dimension, which adopted the form of the as when introduced to more stable black rock. Here, we'll do this so we can see all our unread ones. Utilization of paranatural elements. Black Rock. Summary. Black Rock has allowed the Bureau to make great strides in containment procedures since it was first discovered. This report will examine how its very structure is comprised of density that nullifies all resonances with a range of hertz. Bureau innovations that incorporate Black Rock will be analyzed, most notably the fire breaks, feats of engineering designed to contain any future outbreaks, attacks, or other internal threats. The goal of this report is to encourage Bureau staff to explore further innovations using Black Rock, as work in that field has markedly slowed in recent years. Mold threshold. So this is Raya's documentation about the mold area. So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms, similar in appearance to construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these are the original disseminators of the mold or are bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I've ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It is truly an ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. So the mold is, based on that report, I would agree with what she said, that the mold is even more frightening than anything else that's going on in this building. NSC. Dynamic Energy Extraction and Conversion. The sarcophagus container. The NSC was designed by order of Deputy Chief Trench shortly before he became director. The container provides a safe method of extraction of excess energy output while acting as a humane way to house him. So I was lying when I said there was no direct recognition of the previous director being the source of this building's power. The coolant pumps keep the container and its from overheating while the energy is siphoned. The energy is then conducted to the converters, where it is rendered into through the use of turbine generators. The electricity produced powers the entire bureau, making us completely self-sufficient and effectively invisible on the New York City grid. After NSC-01's disappearance by some unknown manifestation of power, the occupant was restrained and a second model was built. NSC-02 possesses built-in spatial anchors that are designed to prevent any translocative effect from its occupant. So he's in there, he's powering this entire facility, and he doesn't necessarily want to be. So that's good. Examination of paranatural topics. Object of power and altered item distinctions. Summary. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power gain para-utilitarian abilities. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to the affiliation with objects of power. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the evaluates who can or cannot enter. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranaturally than altered items. Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. So altered items are just... The objects of power obviously come with something to where those worthy of the power can inherit it and be bonded to the object, while altered items are just kind of things that have been changed by the astral plane or something. I'm still not sure what altered items are, separate from objects of power. Examination of paranatural topics, objects of power and their para-utility. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. The potency of these abilities depends on the para-utilitarian. Using the object of power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve a throw distance of burp, while others are only capable of as little as burp. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some burp exists within the body, and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Northmore records. Considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians the Bureau has ever seen, Dr. Darling is still considering this request. So Northmore was talented with the objects of power, and now he's stuck inside a power plant powering the entire building, so that's interesting. Threshold Utility Counter Essay from Raya Underhill, the mold specialist. Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled contains some glaring omissions that I feel I must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau, while the mold is actively hostile, to use his words. We cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into burp. Yes, admittedly, this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Sassy. I mean, even I'm reading this and I'm trying to piece it together, but it's still pretty easy to get lost. But it's fun. There's some fun stuff in here, there's some, interesting kind of concepts. So these are all the different altered items and objects of power and what they do to the world. That's right. An altered item is just something that has an effect on the world, but it doesn't necessarily pass on any powers or anything like that. They just need to be like pacified and locked away so that they cannot hurt people. The oscillator, supplementary materials, extract from formal interdepartmental complaint. The notion of fan death has now become widely known in the region since foreign investigator met with a local journalist to explain how electric fans operate at speeds that may suffocate users by overly disturbing the air. As our agency is still young, we must take care to avoid missteps. Any explanation given to the public must provide sufficient yet vague rationale that will reaffirm their certainty that ours is a stable, controlled world. We must tread carefully, especially in this increasingly technological world, with the radio and other innovations allowing information to travel at speeds previously undreamt of. This is precisely why we insist that our department handle all communication with public bodies. With all due respect, William S. Powers, head of the Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions. Fascinating that this is based on a thing. So I think that this is where you'll see a lot more of that. This is where you'll see a lot more of like actual myths and beliefs coming through in these documents. Globe procedures. Wolf Globe. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. However, contact should be limited, as some report feeling disoriented after touching it. And this is kind of where that SCP, if you're familiar with that, that's where this really comes through. Description / altered effect. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand-painted, spins freely on all axes. While the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous and other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. One of these islands has a city marked on it named Tan Relio. There are no signatures left by its maker. Physical contact renders subjects dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. This effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed in handlers. Waist mannequin. Supplement. Background. The item was last owned by Madame, an operatic performer from Berlin. After her career ended in a public scandal, she relocated to Maine for reasons unknown. With her came the trappings of her old life, including this item. Locals report that she rarely left her home in the short years she spent in after her death, caused by the state held a public auction of her belongings, seeing as she had no known relatives. Various conflicting first-hand reports exist, but testimonies provided by witnesses of the event do contain some common elements. Most every witness saw numerous mannequins break through the house's windows, tumbling outside. Some witnesses report bright lights. Some report high-pitched singing. These are unverified. Numerous civilians inside the house at the time of the incident were hospitalized for various injuries. 2 were crushed to death. Agents were dispatched upon seeing an article regarding these events during the Bureau's daily scans of national periodicals. The item was quickly identified and brought to the Bureau. So, a bunch of mannequins came to life and killed her, I guess? Bremen basket. Procedures. Containment procedure. Item to be stored in a black rock paneled cell. Keep away from lab animals when not in use. Description/altered effect. A simple wicker basket with cloth lining. No food items inside. The item produces a hypnotic effect that solely affects non-human animals, forcing them to congregate passively around the object. Animals from every genus and species that have thus far been tested are susceptible. Single-cell organisms do not appear to react to the effect. Appendix 697. June 1997. Item was taken to a forest upstate for testing. Results of the test provided contradicting data, as some of the attracted animals exhibited hyper-aggressive behavior. The exercise unfortunately resulted in further testing should be restricted to more low-risk animal species with medical staff on standby. So, hey, boo-boo, picnic basket. Let's stand around the picnic basket, boo-boo. Pink flamingo. Background. Agents noticed a transient commonly found outside the entrance to the Bureau headquarters would carry the item and loudly claim to be responsible for the lack of inclement weather. The frequency of these claims attracted the personal interest of Dr. Darling. In interviews disguised as casual conversations, the transient reported that the item gives me clouds when it's hot and sun when it's not. An event of note occurred during a heavy downpour when the vagrant was witnessed performing a possible ritual with the item. Dr. Darling reported a wait of blank seconds. Oh, I didn't even beep that one. I just said blank. That just was unconscious. Before the rain stopped. The vagrant was seized the next day, after he was found to possess and was released. The item remains in Bureau custody under suspicion of altered status, though this still has not been proven. All known variations of identification formulas have failed to elicit a response from the item. Mysterious pink flamingo. Jasper Post Box. Background. Agents arrived in the town of Jasper Crossing, Arizona, after the communications department intercepted multiple phone calls to local authorities regarding frozen people in the streets. 4 of the 5 dispatch agents became paralyzed upon arriving at the scene. Additionally, additional assessment teams were dispatched. Variations of identification formulas were tried with ineffectual results. Agents resorted to using aerial photography to study the positioning of the paralyzed individuals. Soon after, agents discovered the event's epicenter to be the local post office. Unaffected agents cleared the area of all paralyzed civilians, animals, and Bureau personnel before beginning to study the item. Agents deemed susceptible to the item were tasked with interviewing and reinforming the public away from the site. The item was soon placed on a transport vehicle manned by unaffected agents. Air travel had been deemed too dangerous given the item's effect. Numerous reports of temporary paralysis were reported by citizens along the truck's route from Arizona to New York City. Just freezing people, trying to drive through the street. I mean, I guess, what would they, if they were trying to be so safe about it, would they not, like, have some cars a certain certain distance away in the front, like redirecting cars that way? I don't know. Pram procedures. Smoking pram. Containment procedure. Containment cell must be properly ventilated. Inhalation of the item's smoke causes description / altered effect. Item is a baby carriage with a black shade and steel wire wheels. Left front wheel is slightly bent, causing a distinct wobble when pushed. Item produces smoke incessantly. Smoke density varies. Smoke is generated without apparent fire or ignition source. Background. An incident in Paris in 1979 brought the pram to the attention of the Bureau. Smoke filled an antique store where the pram was being sold, killing the shop's owner. Update. Detailed reports of the event leading to the item's discovery were destroyed in an incident in the Panopticon. Interviews with living witnesses were reperformed at the order of the Archives and Records Chief. So just a good old smoky pram. Refrigerator supplement. Arctic Queen. Supplementary materials. Interview. 11/20, November 20th, 1974. A. Can you tell us why you left your building that day? LM. I was running out to get eggs. There was that corner store on 30th. That's why I left Michael there on his own. Knew I wouldn't be gone long. He was drawing at the table when I left, had his crayons out. Happy. The building came down when I was a block away. I ran back, started digging. City workers found Mikey later beside the fridge. The drawings hadn't come off. Tons of brick fall on it, and those drawings are still there. How does that happen? You kept the refrigerator after the accident. Why? It still had its drawings. God must have kept them safe for a reason, right? I'd get home from work and just stare at them all night. I was in a bad way back then. Why did you sell the fridge with your son's drawings still on it? They'd gone stuck to it or something. I thought about cutting them off, those magnets, but maybe it was better I didn't hold on to them, you know? Gotta move on, everyone says. What's my fridge got to do with the building collapse anyway? That's a different person than LM. The refrigerator will definitely be in the next section, and that's all I'll say about that. Swan boat procedures. Swan boat, containment procedure, no unique procedures required. Description / altered effect. Item is made of fiberglass painted to resemble a swan. Foot pedals allow the item to propel forward in water. The item emits a pulse of physical force at an estimated force of burp. Possible connection to object of power 5. Measuring the exact force created by the item has been hindered by concerns from the Human Resources Department. Background. The item was seized from an activity rental service called located on Vancouver Island, Canada, after it ejected numerous riders over the course of a summer, bringing the boat to the attention of the media. The item was transported to the Bureau by helicopter. A containment specialist accompanied it, sent to recite Formula C.9 through 32, recursively. What occurred in the helicopter is not known, but all agents were lost in the crash. The item was recovered and then transported by train. It arrived at the Bureau without further incident. So it just launches people, and they decided, yeah, let's put this in a helicopter. Great idea. Non-official correspondence. These are the more fun ones a little bit. Quarry equipment order. We need additional diamond blades ASAP. Continuous rim this time to get the clean cut. Research once. This black rock shit is tough. We're going through blades like we're made of the damn things. The dimensions for these slabs of black rock they want are outrageous. For all the grief they're causing me, these fire breaks better fucking work a treat. Go ahead and double that last order. To whom it may concern, in case you're not aware, something caused a sticky note in my office to duplicate. My office is unusable now. I will be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me on my cell or my home staff. Sincerely, Jay Bozer, Vice Chief of Staff. So we found his office. Raya Underhill checking in from Casper Darling. Hello, Raya. How's it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life at the old FBC? I also wanted to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive. But I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together, could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything besides the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus. I always admired that about you. Talk soon, Casper. So Casper is a guy that we've seen on the videos again and again. And Raya is the mold lady. And Emily is our one research friend that we have back in the executive office that we meet pretty much every chapter. We meet back with her. Work chat. Plane parts. Okay, Mr. Dead Dog, what do you think of this? You know that airplane we brought in? Like the actual proper airplane? Guess who they made catalog every individual piece of that plane to be examined for suspected altered status? I had to connect every bolt, nut, and piece of non-connected metal. And that's just on the exterior of the damn thing. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make an airplane? I do. I do. So we heard all of these. Oh, we got another message from the board. Certain resource / loot can be modified into mods. We advocate / facilitate this at control points / menus. This will only be available / exclusive for the director. That was just like a tutorial from the ye olde board. So again, yeah, if you haven't seen that before, this is what the board looks like. Like communicate through. We are at war / hostile takeover. The Hiss is the opposing force / foreign power. We will provide countermeasures / strategy. Accept / ingest them at control points. These countermeasures / missions will benefit you. We will give you resources / rewards for each completed countermeasure. So the board is a creepy, intense being that watches over us, keeps us safe. But yeah, I think that'll be it for us today, chat. We did a nice long little reading session there at the end. Let's get rid of some of these level 2s, maybe some of these level 3s too. Especially again, the duplicates. But I think that will be it. We love these guards. They're goofy. But in the next section...
Better not get blamed for this mess in the next performance review. I have a cat to feed.
All right, Langston. We hear you. In this next section, we'll be heading into this room where this is happening again and again. And hopefully save our brother. But until then... Thank you for stopping by. Say hello to Phyllis, who says thank you for stopping by. We'll be back again on Friday. I keep forgetting. And then on Saturday, we might be doing something a little special. We were going to stream something on Monday that could have been really fun. But we wanted to make sure everything was ready for that. Here, let's get the music going while we do our outro. There you go. But yeah, we wanted to make sure everything was ready for the idea that we have. I mean, it's nothing too complex. It's just a new style of thing that we would be doing with the stream. So we wanted to make sure, that's all good to go before we hop in and do it. But on Saturday, we will have a more unique stream than our usual stuff. So if you're curious about that, that'll be on Saturday. And Friday, we will hopefully get even closer to the ending of Control. Until then, I hope everyone has a wonderful Wednesday and Thursday. If you are not following the channel yet and you like what you watch here, you hear my little voice, and you like it, please give me a follow. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider it. $5 goes to me and the stream, and every bit of money I get for the stream, I put back into the stream, either via, some tech upgrades or games for streaming. If you don't want to give Twitch your money, because fuck Jeff Bezos. Don't fire me, Jeff Bezos. Then you can tip the stream at ko-fi.com/video games are good. And you can tip the stream there as well. And you won't be locked into $5 there. You can give whatever kind of money you want there. Otherwise, we point you in the direction of the website, where I still have not written anything in a little bit, but stuff is coming, I promise. We're going to kind of reboot the schedule over there a little bit and reconfigure and reset the expectations as to when things will come out and things like that. So that's something I'm toying with in my head. But yeah, that's Video Games Are Good, and the URL is www.videogamesgood.com. There's some good stuff on the site now that you can read, so take the time to do that if you like. They're not streaming now, so I can't raid them, but I will shout out our friends at Infinity Break, who will be streaming later today at 6:30. Dishonored 2. Or no, they're actually playing through the first game. I forgot. I started playing Dishonored 2 because I was watching their stream and really liked it. They're good friends of ours, and so if you want to head there next after this, feel free. Infinity Break, good folks. One of the things that I'm doing on Saturday, I will probably be doing in the future with one of the Infinity Break folks for a special stream on both channels, I think. So that's fun. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. We love you. We'll let this last song play to the end. And we'll see you again on Friday. Again, Friday at 3. Another session with Control. And as we teased out earlier in the stream, we got a lot of stuff coming this month, including It Takes Two, a co-op, wildly varied experience with tons of different gameplay styles in it. That'll be a special stream with Fern. So you got that to look forward to. But anyways, I'll let you go. Have a wonderful, wonderful life. Wonderful evening. And we will see you again very, very soon. Love ya. I will shut up and let the music play. Bye-bye.
Taking me out of this madness, keep me from seeing